Hi, welcome to PX Exchange. I'm Mark Michelson, Editor-in-Chief of Printing Impressions. I have with me today Tom Moe, who's the President and CEO of Daily Printing in Plymouth, Minnesota. Welcome, Tom.
Hi, thanks, Mark.
So one of the things that's kind of notable about Daily Printing is you're an ESOP company. When did that happen?
We are. Daily Printing became an ESOP company in 1991, and we continue on with that ownership platform today. So today we would classify ourselves as a mature ESOP.
Right. And what are some of the vertical markets that Daily Printing serves?
We focus on several key verticals for us and some of our product offering: education, healthcare, biomedical, and finance.
And in 2018, you did an upgrade to your press room. I think you replaced some presses with a new Komori GL840 Perfector with HUV. What prompted that move?
We entered into a conversation internally about having to replace some older equipment that was coming under need of some pretty significant repair in order to continue to print at the quality level that we're known for. And that discussion kind of blossomed into the creation of a cross-functional team to identify not only our current need, but also to try to look into the crystal ball a little bit and to anticipate some of the needs of our top clients into the future. And through that process, we did make the determination that it would be a good fit for us to install the Komori 840 Perfector and replace 3 older pieces of equipment with that press.
And then along that same rough time period, another one of Komori's offering is the KP Connect. What led you to start using that?
As part of our startup of the new press, Komori approached us with an offer to do a beta run of the KP Connect system and kind of test it out for our use and to allow them to gather some information about some of the reporting characteristics of the software. And so we agreed to that. And so with the installation of the new press came the use of the software and the ability to get real-time data with KP Connect.
What type of data are you measuring, and then in turn, how are you using that data?
We use the data to take a look at our internal performance measurements, so make-ready time, waste sheets per job, those types of metrics. We also use it, though, to gather ongoing trends and to be able to look at different aspects of the business so that we can make sure that our standards in our system and our standards in our estimating are current and correct to keep us competitive and also to help us identify areas of improved profitability. And really, overall, it's become a report card for us as far as how well we're running and how well we're utilizing the equipment, and to the extent that it's designed, right? So we look at speed, and we look at make-ready times, and we look at waste sheets, and also test printing and things like that to help us gather real-time information to make good decisions.
You know, one of the things I hear with printers, a lot of times people are collecting data, but then they don't really use it, you know, and you know, to me, that's the real key. And it seems like at Daily Printing, you're actually using the data that you gather.
Yeah, both internally for ourselves, for our enterprise, but then also communicating the trends and the findings back to the employees. You know, we have used the system and we've identified certain problems with a specific crew or something like that, usually around data collection and the correct data collection to make sure that we're marking good sheets when we have good sheets and not staying in extended periods of make ready when it's really not make ready and things like that. So it's really important that we get good data into the system because the system's not capable of discerning between good and bad data. So it's really important that we communicate that back with our operators and our crews to make sure that they're using it and logging in correctly and logging their information correctly.
And I think you're using an EFI Pace MIS system. So
Yes.
How is KP Connect interacting with that?
We also use Pace as not only as our ERP, but also our accounting program. So we have to have an interface between KP Connect and Pace so that we can get the proper data collection for for use in our billing system. So some of it, there's some interface. There's also some manual interface that's required in that. But at the same time, the two systems seem to work pretty well together and allow us to be pretty effective as we go through and close out jobs.
And how helpful was Komori America, both in the installation of the new 8-color press, but also then with the startup of KP Connect in terms of from a support standpoint?
Well, when we started up the press, we started it up from the time we installed the rails till we ran the first, what we'll call first quality job through the press was 24 days. So we thought that was significantly improved over what we were anticipating and what we've seen in the past. So their help with us to get the press started up was fantastic. As far as understanding and being able to utilize the KP Connect data, they've been outstanding as well. As we were going through the beta stage and even into the subscription stage of the software, we would have monthly conference calls with their data analysts who would help us go through and identify what some of the key metrics were, maybe help us identify right down to the job and to the hour of the job, what some of the specific parameters were, or maybe identify mistakes from data collection. So they were fantastic as far as supporting us with the use of the software to go along with their great support for the startup of the press.
Well, that's great, Tom. Thank you so much for your time today, and much continued success to you and your fellow associates at Daily Printing.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it.
Thank you. And all our viewers, thank you so much for watching PI Exchange. We'll see you next time.